Hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm Day-Glo Buffalo, and this is Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. Now, I've played Deus Ex Human Revolution before. It's been a while, but I think the differences, as far as I know, are pretty minor, so this is not going to be a blind playthrough, but I will play this on the highest difficulty level, and I'll try to go for a stealth, non-lethal type of run. Anyway, so for anybody watching this in the future, I'm recording this in June of 2020, so we just came out of, or hopefully we're coming out of, a major pandemic. I hope everybody out there is staying safe and doing well. Anyway, I've got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is I'm having some technical difficulties. So you may notice that the sound quality of the commentary track is not its usual self, because usually I'm recording this with my Mini Mac, which is the computer that I use for recording music and for recording these kinds of commentaries, which has an external sound card, and then usually I use a condenser mic to record this. But unfortunately, that computer is going wonky on me. It doesn't boot anymore. I think it's having some corruption issues on the hard drive. Now, this is not a major problem because most of the data that's on there is all backed up, or actually all of it is backed up, so that in itself is not a problem. It's more of a nuisance. Also, I wrote about an EP's worth of music and recorded it, and now the computer is not booting, and I still haven't found a solution to it yet. The good news is that I'm not playing games on a 12-year-old rig anymore. I've got a brand new computer and, well, just finished assembling it yesterday, and, well, this is going to be the first game that I play on this new computer. Anyway, I think that's been enough babbling for me. There's going to be some fairly lengthy cutscenes in the beginning, so I'm going to shut up on those. So let's not waste any more time and get to the game. So I did some test recordings, actually, because I'm also using all new software. I'm using OBS to record the video stream, so that's different. I'm recording the audio on the same computer, so that's, again, different for me. And I will be using all new software to edit and put this all together. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. Hopefully, and not just endlessly frustrating. But, well, anyway, I did some test recordings, so that's why continue is actually an option, but we will go with new game. We will go with Give Me Deus Ex, and as I said, we'll have some cutscenes, so I'll shut up.
Is everything in place?
Almost.
What do you mean, almost?
I have spoken with Montreal. The broadcast satellites are ours when we need them. A few weeks of discomfort, and the public will be primed for our recall.
And the clinics?
We control their birth rate. They will do as we say.
I still think we should wait for the referendum.
We can't afford to wait. America's Science Board convenes next month.
But the mood among the delegates is shifting. I'm positive that given more time...
No. By going public with this discovery, Sarif is forcing our hand.
The world will not change overnight just because David Sarif wills it. Besides, we can do nothing until our biochip is ready.
I thought you said you were close.
Finding the correct nerve interface has proven more challenging than anticipated. Fortunately, thanks to David, I now know where to look.
And in Washington tonight, crowds continue to gather in front of the Capitol. Most are demanding that Congress severely restrict efforts to alter the human body's abilities. This in response to claims made by biotechnology expert David Sarif that his firm may have discovered a way to make human-controlled evolution available to all. Sarif Industries researchers are set to arrive in Washington tomorrow to defend their claim. But for tonight, this is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live from Eidos.
With all due respect, Major, I'll expect 2 security details waiting for us on the tarmac. No, we won't be going through the terminal, it's too exposed. Yes. I'm glad you understand. Good night, idiot.
Something wrong?
No, not for me it isn't. But you keep pulling on that necklace, Dr. Reed, and you're gonna break it. Come on, Meg. You've defended your research before.
That was different. Then it was all just theories. But this discovery, Adam, it's big. Kepler big. Rosetta Stone big.
So, what's the problem?
They'll want to know how I found it.
Megan, we're leaving for DC and... Adam, you're there. Good, good.
You need something, boss?
Yeah, I want to go over your security plans for Washington before we leave. You and your team ready to go, Megan?
Almost, David. We're just rechecking data.
Well, make it snappy. We have to actually be in Washington before you can dazzle all those federally appointed know-it-alls.
I hate it when he does that. Come on, I'll walk you part way.
Okay, so here we are in the game, we're finally in control. But we're only halfway there, about, because there's another lengthy cutscene waiting for us. But for now, we can look around. So...
Patient X.
That's nothing, Adam. Just some of the research. Look, we really have to go.
AJ090921, Patient X. Sex male, aged 32. Blood 0 RHD negative. Notes, DNA analysis of sample taken shows unusually high presence of mutagenic chemicals in the primary strand. These don't appear to be harmful, however. In fact, X appears to be healthier and more resilient to infection than most subjects of a similar age and ethnic background. Although, admittedly, this is based on personal observation only. Access to X's medical files and history is not possible at this time.
Please, Adam. I'm nervous enough.
More interesting to note, however, is what these chemicals do when isolated and introduced into the PDOT cluster. In less than 24 hours, artificial materials within the cluster have been completely encapsulated in a thick, semi-permeable coating of subjects' own neural tissues. In effect, the invaders are being disguised as part of the subject's nervous system. Tests have yet to be concluded, but it is my belief that PDOT clusters built with this unique DNA signature will be undetectable to the human immune system. The bond between what is a nervous system and what is external device will be blurred to such an extent that no glial tissue buildup will occur. Neuropozyne may no longer be needed.
We shouldn't keep him.
So all of this will make more sense in a moment. First, we can look at this.
You still have this.
It was a gift from our first date.
It was a spur-of-the-moment purchase. A joke.
Well, it worked, because I forgave you for picking me up in one of those.
When I did the test recordings, I scoured the whole office, and I found that there's a couple of things that we can actually not interact with, but get Megan's reaction to them.
Be careful with that. It's a first edition. David bought it for me.
Then here we have a paper.
Are you coming?
In a second.
Washington braces for historic augmentation hearings. Police are bracing for massive demonstration tomorrow on the National Mall. Protesters, led by the Humanity Front
Adam,
movement,
I'm
have been
nervous.
arriving by the busload to make their voices heard. At issue are claims of a major breakthrough in human augmentation research. The discovery made by Dr. Megan Reed and her team of researchers at Serif Industries suggests that the bond between human tissue and mechanical electrodes can be strengthened through adaptive DNA fusing. This development could eliminate the need for neuropazine, a highly expensive drug manufactured under an exclusive patent by the VersaLife company. If these findings are confirmed, the discovery will greatly democratize mechanical augmentations by making them safer and far less costly. Pro-human advocates want to ban the technology on moral and ethical grounds. So yeah, that refers back to what we read earlier, that because people who get augmented then need this drug neuropazine so the body doesn't reject the augmentations. And maybe what Megan has found now is a way to circumvent all that. So Darrow may not attend Washington Science hearing. Sources close to the billionaire Hugh Darrow say that Panacea, the Arctic installation designed to stem the advance of global warming, is nearing completion. Citing the need to oversee the project himself, Darrow is yet to confirm his attendance at the National Science Board hearings in Washington, D.C. Okay, that was the paper. Then we can look at this picture over here.
How long ago was this taken?
In grad school. Before I met you.
Back when you were hobnobbing with the rich and famous, I see. I wonder if Mr. Darrow remembers you.
God, I hope not.
And finally, we can read Megan's emails.
You know, you really should get in the habit of locking your computer, Meg.
I know. Frank gets on me about it too.
So the first one is from Cassandra Reed. To Megan Reed. Call me. Megan, honey. Why aren't you picking up your phone? I've tried you at your house and your office.
Please, Adam.
I've probably left
I'm
a million
nervous
messages with that receptionist there. Cindy, is it? I'm really starting to get worried, hun. At least when you and Adam were together, I knew he'd make sure you eat every once in a while. Don't suppose you found some nice new man to keep you company? Or are you still burying yourself in work? Like mother, like daughter, I guess.
And I thought women were the ones who kept men waiting.
Seriously, call me at the lab. I want to know you're okay. Mom. This is David Seraph. Megan wrote him saying, David, I'm scared. What if they ask me where I got the first sample? What if they ask me about patient X? I don't know how to answer that. And he says, I told you, Megan, those kinds of questions fall under a slew of legal protections. Proprietary information, patient confidentiality, you name it. Denzel and his legal team are going to be right there next to you, waiting to jump all over their asses the second they ask. Just stick to the science. You'll be fine. And we have Diane Gonzalez. Diane, I'm really in a bind. Doggy daycare is full and I can't find anyone to take care of Kubrick. Can you do it? Adam's always been my backup. Technically, Kubrick is his dog too. But obviously not this time. Say yes, please? He's a really sweet dog. Meg, you're only going for 3 days, right? So it shouldn't be a problem.
Please,
Just drop
Adam,
the keys off before you leave.
Hey, stop reading my emails.
And finally, we've got Rebecca Downey. Genetic Marvel. Hey, Megan. I know you had some questions about the files I sent. Sorry about all the graphs earlier, but that sample was nothing short of groundbreaking. And I got excited and don't suppose you could tell me where you got it.
I thought women were the ones who kept men waiting.
The short answer to the original breakdown I sent is this. Yes, the DNA samples are remarkable and we were unbelievably lucky to catch the reason why. We've been working with VersaLife's new chaos model, Genomatrix, which is trying to apply fractal mathematics to the study of genetic mutation. In essence, we've been trying to predict the future of human evolution using past mutations stored in the database of our mitochondria, which is passed uninterrupted from ancestral Eve through our mothers. It gives us an accurate and universal roadmap for our common past. The thing is, the example you sent is one of our evolutionary models of the future. We're talking about someone who is ahead of the genetic curve by 1 step, maybe 2. Do you know what this could mean for medicine alone? You have a living, breathing Nobel Prize in your hands. Thing is, I can't tell if this is a natural leap in evolution or something done to the mother while the
Please,
baby
Adam.
was in vitro.
nervous
In
enough.
vitro? Okay, well, I thought it would make more sense while the baby was in utero, but if it's in vitro, it's not inside the mother, it's separate from the mother, so if something is done to her, should it then affect the baby? Oh, I don't know, I'm not a scientist, so... But I do know that this person's mother had no such mutations. The mitochondria don't lie. Rebecca. Something done to the mother while the baby was... Well, whatever. Anyway, we're done reading, and we can now move on. And we'll move on into another lengthy cutscene.
Warning. This lab is for authorized personnel only.
What did you mean back there, Meg? About how you found it?
Nothing. It's just my nerves talking.
There's something I should know about this place, about Sarif.
Megan,
Hold on.
we're still getting biochemical fluctuations across the artificial flow cells.
Okay. But the increased neural peptides coming from the PDOT cluster could be throwing off your calibrations.
Right. I'll double check that.
I can't believe you were asking about David. You've been here long enough to know... Eric! You wouldn't be avoiding me, would you?
I wouldn't dream of it, Dr. Reed. I think I know why Declan's readings are off.
Too many peptides?
I'm thinking the glial tissue breakdown we noticed after splicing in the repressive protein might be the cause. If we had a better cytometer...
We might get a more accurate reading that
Visitors
confirms your
must be
theory.
accompanied
I'll ask
at all
David to
times.
consider it.
Well, if he orders one from Page Industries, maybe they'll throw in another cappuccino maker.
You overthink everything, Adam. The work we're doing is good. We're helping people overcome their physical limitations.
Yeah, except most of our clients seem to be DOD.
You're doing
It's
good.
not all
Just another hour to
military.
go.
We work with teachers, doctors, construction workers.
Damn it!
Watch it, Eddie. Those boxes are worth more than your salary.
Sorry.
Nia, you almost ready?
For Washington? Huh.
Ah, Dr. Reed. This is General O'Neill.
Dr. Sevchenko was telling me you've made progress on the Typhoon.
Yes. Thanks to Vasily, actually.
As I was saying, sir, the Typhoon uses a modified combat chassis like the one I'm wearing. But I've improved its design using shaped microcharges to propel the steel balls.
And the backblast problem?
Solved through kinetic bleeders in the augment. Here, watch. Go ahead.
Impressive. How soon till it's ready?
I'm afraid I have to run, but Vasily has all the details, General.
Of course.
We still have some work to do to improve the Typhoon.
You're right. The teacher would just love having one of those things.
You're missing the point. Defense contracts keep us afloat, but neural augmentations that make you think faster, react quicker, they can really improve a life. Everybody's lives. David's talked about it for years.
Yeah, he is a talker.
He's a good man. Admit it, Adam. A part of you likes him.
I like everyone, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, right.
How far are you going?
Diane's office. I forgot to leave her a key so she can walk Kubrick. He's gotten big, you know. Keeps knocking over all my plants.
Did you destroy that vase yet?
I moved it. And I fenced in the yard. Like you always said you were going to.
Yeah, never got around to that. Sorry.
Me too. About a lot of things. Adam, there's something
Good evening.
Pritchard.
So, are we all ready for the trip?
There's Farida. I'd better hurry. See you at the helipad, Adam.
Sure.
Did I interrupt something, Jensen?
You fixed that firewall yet?
You don't fix an entire firewall. You find the loophole and plug it.
Then did you plug it?
Yes, I did. You want to know how? Oh, wait, I forgot. Ex-cop. I doubt you'd understand.
Ex-SWAT, and you'd be surprised. Sarif has to see you too.
Athena. She wants me to show her how to track our scientist-implanted locator devices. In case your security plans in Washington don't measure up.
They will.
Gentlemen, how wonderful to see you both. Go right in, Adam. He's waiting.
This is the newest in encrypted GPL trackers, Athena. It transmits data to our dedicated satellites every 10 feet.
I don't care what it takes. I want you, Darrow, in Washington, by my side.
The man doesn't jump for anyone. He's a Nobel Prize winner.
Senators love this guy, Lyle. The hearings will go much smoother with him there. Big day for us tomorrow. Everything in place?
Yes, sir. Capitol Police will escort us to the Hill, and then Federal Protection Services takes over.
Good, good. How's our girl holding up?
She's nervous.
All she has to do is show him her research. She explained it to you?
Not really into the whole science thing, boss.
It's incredible. All those purists out there accusing us of tampering with the natural order, when all Megan's done is figure out how to unlock the potential that exists within our own DNA. It's safer and easier than anything you, Darrow, ever did.
Environmental malfunction. Laboratory subsection 6. All lab chiefs, please report in.
We better not take any chances. Not tonight. Use my elevator to get down there. You know the code?
Yeah, 0451.
Let me know what you find. Athena, get someone to shut off the damn racket.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we're back. Finally. That was plenty of cutscenes. No, that's nothing of interest to us. So let's get out of here. There is an emergency on after all. And get the elevator and head wherever we have to head.
Pritchard, where's Megan? She report in yet?
Her GPL implant shows her moving through the microchem labs. I think she's running.
Damn it. Must have been a serious equipment failure. Can you get eyes on her?
I'm trying, but the intellicams aren't responding. There's interference coming from somewhere. Find out what's happening, Judson. Hurry!
Pritchard? Pritchard!
Okay, so this is kind of the tutorial section before the game proper gets underway. But since this is a pacifist run, we don't need the gun. And a kill in this tutorial section. Sorry, I'm ignoring you, but you're not doing too well. Would still count against the pacifist rating, so we have to get through this without killing anybody. Which I didn't know the first time I attempted this. Which was the first time I played this game, so yeah, I tried to do a pacifist run, but it was ruined before it even started. So, let's open up the vent. We're gonna spend a lot of time in the vents in this game. Which is good because we get experience points for that. I don't think there's anything interesting here. There's a break area. There's the two guys that were just killed. This robot arm, I don't think it's supposed to do that. Especially not the sparks. Anyway, in here. And there's our first enemies. So by pressing space, we move between covers like this. If we hold space, we move around the corner, which right now we don't want to do. So. Get out here! Whoop. More enemies in here.
Just letting anyone try to play in, especially scientists.
Understood, sir.
Here. When we hold space, this happens, as opposed to pressing space, where we move between covers, as I said earlier. Now, the door's over there, but we have this guy looking towards us. Now, this other guy is looking towards us as well. But hopefully they'll both turn around soon. Perfect. Couldn't have gone any better. No, you didn't see anything. This first part is always kind of iffy with the whole detected or not detected stealth thing, because later when we get our augments, we actually have a prompt that tells us when we're detected. No, shit.
You can't escape.
Problem here is that it's like there's always somebody turned towards the door. Oh, that worked out pretty well. So, moving on. Whoop.
Shows the bullet caused severe hematoma. We need to repair that artery.
My God, how thick was the glass?
Come on, Adam. Stay with us.
Haven't you lost enough people today?
Sorry.
We're seconds away.
His body can take it.
Miraculous. I think we got him, Doctor.
Give him the info link.
Fine. Give me the telecom package.
Adam, it's David. You in the building?
Just entered the lobby.
Sorry to pull you out of sick leave so soon, but we've got a situation. A break-in at our Milwaukee Junction factory. Meet me at the helipad.
I have to see Pritchard first. Something's wrong with my retinal enhancement.
Frank's on the second floor in the tech lab. Make it quick. People's lives are at stake.
So, well, that was it for the intro and the tutorial of the game, and we're finally in the game proper. Now, I think I'm gonna cut this video short here, so that will start the game proper in the next video. So for now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or comment below, so that I also know if it's worth carrying on with us, because, you know, I'm gonna play it anyway, because I also then plan on playing the next Deus Ex game, which is called Humanity Divided, or something like that. Mankind Divided, which I've never played before, so I guess in the run-up to it, I want to play this again. So, well, as I said, let me know if this is worth carrying on, or if I'm better off playing this on my own time. So for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part, so until then, have a good one.